Well, with all that down economic news, with all of that, it's no wonder people are searching for ways to make ends meet. But should you go as far as taking a loan from your retirement savings? Here to weigh the pros and cons of borrowing from your 401k is Jonathan Honig of CapitalistPig.com. Jonathan, thanks for being here.
Great to be with you, Bet.
So what about that? Borrow against your 401k in this kind of market, or what's the deal?
You know, it's a bad idea. It's really a last-ditch effort, and the fact that more and more people are borrowing from their 401ks kind of speaks to the fact of just how serious this country's economic problems are. I mean, 18% of folks are borrowing from their 401ks. The average balance is about $7,300, and that essentially means that there's no more money to tap from their homes. Their credit card window is shut, and this is kind of it. And it's really it's a last-ditch effort that I think most folks should avoid if possible.
Yeah, and there you see the percentages. 2006, 11%. Workers with outstanding loans. In 2007, that went up to 18%, and I guess you're saying you're seeing even more of it now.
Yeah, and unfortunately, people have kind of, cooked their own goose. They've spent more than they've made. They've stretched themselves so incredibly thin that this is kind of it. And, and the rates are not insignificant. It's prime plus 1%, which is about 7% right now. And moreover, the loan has to be repaid back with interest in after-tax dollars. So if you're trying to save and invest for the long haul, it's really difficult to do if you're borrowing money that you've previously put away.
All right, let me play devil's advocate here and say, I'm somebody who needs money now. It's my money in the 401k. Why not do that?
Well, I mean, I agree with you. Unfortunately, government makes it pretty difficult to get at your own money. I think the secret is to kind of not get yourself into that situation in the first place. And, many financial planners, including myself, advise everyone before you put a dollar into stocks or make any type of investment, put together what's called, the emergency fund, which is 6 to 9 months worth of living expenses to use just for this exact case, in case of an emergency, so that you don't have to pay the penalties and the interest of borrowing money that really should be destined for the long term.
Jonathan, real quick, as you look at this market over the past week, it was pretty shaky. Look forward, if you can, in your crystal ball and see what's ahead in the next couple weeks here.
Yeah, well, I mean, it has been a disastrous year so far, Brett, for stocks, and unfortunately, Friday's 300-point debacle didn't change things much. I think now is the time where cash ain't trash, and playing it safe, at least in the near term. Ben Bernanke's bearish, grandstanding politicians, and very weak markets worldwide. So I think now, at least, is the time to play it safe when it comes to your investments.
Jonathan Honig from CapitalistPig.com. Thanks so much.